In this video, I'm going to share with you a simple technique that you can use to compare different manifesting techniques to find out which one's going to work best for you. It will help you track your progress towards manifesting a particular objective. And the same technique can be used as a manifesting tool by itself. Now, the technique that I'm here to share with you is something I call the belief scale. And it's something that I first wrote about in my book, Choose to Believe, which was published in 2008. In that book, I was talking about how we can measure the strength of any belief that we are interested in. And as an example, let's just say that you wanted to manifest greater financial prosperity. And one of the beliefs that you want to use, maybe as an affirmation, maybe as a visualization, however you want to work with it, but the belief is, I am worth $1 million a year. And let's say that is the level of prosperity that you would like to manifest. Now, it can be any number you want. You could be worth $1 billion a year. That works just as well. But the idea here is that in manifesting, we manifest what we believe. And the more we believe something, the quicker it's going to manifest into our lives. So let's just use the same basic example. I'm worth $1 million a year. If your current level of belief in that is really, really low, it's not likely that you're actually going to manifest it. In order to manifest it, we need to get that belief up to a higher level, maybe closer to 100%. I absolutely know that this is a fact. That is the level of belief you really want, although any level of belief above 50% is good. So in order to manifest, we are building the strength of our beliefs in the thing that we would like to manifest. That is the whole process of manifesting. This belief scale, once we have identified it and calibrated it, can be used to track our progress towards that objective. So, how do we calibrate a belief scale? And where do we find this belief scale? That's also part of the process that we need to start out with. Okay, so the belief scale is a symbolic representation that is given to our conscious mind from our subconscious mind. And so it depends on a clear line of communication between our conscious and our subconscious. For this reason, it is highly advisable to relax as much as you can anytime you want to use your belief scale. Whenever you want to check the progress of a belief, or to turn it around, to change what we believe directly. So the first step I'm going to suggest for you right now is to just simply relax as much as you can, because this will help you find your belief scale and help you calibrate the two ends of the scale. And the two ends, I'm going to just simply define them as 0% belief and 100% belief. You can define your scale as a scale between 0 and 10, 0 and 5. You can go negative 100 to positive 100, with 0 being the middle point. You can define your scale any way you want to. But I'm going to talk about 0% and 100% in this video. So relax as much as you can and start out by thinking about things that you know to be absolute facts. Things like, I am a human being living on planet Earth. I know that the sun is going to rise tomorrow morning. I know that my name is, and whatever your name is, for me it's Alan. I know that my name is Alan. Think about things that you know to be absolute facts and notice how you feel inside. Notice how this idea of truth is represented within your mind. Now, to really identify this, sometimes we need to go to the opposite extreme. And this is also important in calibrating the scale. So think about things that are absolutely false. I am a squirrel. No, I'm not. I'm living on planet Mars. No, I'm not. My name is George. No, it's not. Notice how you feel with the false statements. For me, my particular representation is that I feel an energy within my core. For things that are absolutely false, I feel it at the base of my gut, right at my waist. For things that are absolutely true, I feel it kind of in the middle of my forehead, kind of on level where the pineal gland is. So if I'm thinking about things of, I am a human being living on planet Earth, that's right up here. That's right in my forehead. If I think about, I'm a squirrel on planet Mars, no, that's absolutely false. That's down here. So for me, my belief scale is a line between these 2 points. And so if I want to examine a belief, such as I am worth $1 million a year, well, my level of belief on that is somewhere up here. Obviously, it's not 100, so I'm not there yet, but it is relatively high, which means that it's something that I can easily manifest. So whatever belief you would like to manifest into your life, whether it's a belief about prosperity, whether it's a belief about relationships, whether it's a belief about living conditions, whether it's a belief about personal self-control, whatever you would like to manifest into your life, once you have calibrated your scale, once you have found where the 2 ends of your scale are, and it can be a variety of different things. It doesn't have to be a feeling of energy in your core, although tends to be when I describe that in my workshops, most of the workshop attendees kind of feel the same thing. I have a theory, and I believe that this theory is correct, that our subconscious minds are so adaptable that they can use any symbolism. And by presenting the symbolism of a scale of energy within a core, our subconscious minds can say, okay, I can use that. I'll work with that. I'll give you a feeling somewhere between those 2 points. If you have trouble noticing feelings within yourself, and there are some people who are so disconnected from their feelings that is difficult, if that is the case for you, it is also possible to imagine a visual scale within your mind and say, okay, 0% is over here, 100% is over there, and you can define it for your subconscious mind that this is the scale I want to use. And then think about the things that are obviously true. It's like, okay, these things are placed on this end of the scale. Think about things that are obviously false. These things are placed on this end of the scale. And then think about the things you want to manifest, such as I am worth a certain amount of money per year. I have this wonderful, beautiful relationship. And notice where on that scale it seems to fit best. It's like, okay, well, where should that be? And you will get some kind of a feeling. It may be a subconscious feeling. It just may be, okay, where does this seem to be appropriate? And you just kind of put it on that scale, or you notice it wherever that energy is. That's how you use this scale to measure the strength of a belief where it is currently. Now, how do you use this to compare different forms of manifesting? Let's say you want to try this form of manifesting and you want to compare it to this other form of manifesting. Well, here's what you do is before you do either one of them, measure the strength of a belief related to what you want to manifest. And if that belief is down here, somewhere around 30%, it's like, okay, I believe it's possible. Yeah, I think it could happen, but yeah, it's probably not likely. If that's the level of belief that you're starting with, that's fine. We all start somewhere, and usually it is down at the bottom for most of us when we want to manifest something brand new into our lives. Notice where that belief starts, and then do one of the different manifesting techniques that you want to test. And then once you have done that, go back and measure the strength of that same belief. Where does it fit on the scale again? If it's still at that same 30% level that you started with, that manifesting technique is not working for you at all, and you should just completely ignore it. Now, work with the other technique, the other process that you want to test. Again, measure the strength of the belief before you do anything. Then you follow the process as much as you can. And then afterwards, measure the strength of your belief. Now, if it has moved from 30% to 35%, it's like, okay, this process is doing something for me. As long as I keep working with it, I can keep increasing that belief little by little. And maybe it starts at 30 and goes to 35, then 40, then 43, then 46, and maybe it jumps up to 55, and eventually it will get up into the 80, 90, 100% range. which is where you truly, truly want something. If you want to manifest something, the higher the better. 50% is all you really need to be open to that possibility that, yes, it could happen. It's a 50-50 chance. It could happen. But if it's 60-40, that's in your favor. 70-30, 4, hey, that's really getting there. 80-20, 90-10, yep, I'm 98% sure this is going to happen. That is a level of belief that is almost guaranteed. Again, 98% guaranteed. It's almost guaranteed that it's actually going to manifest for you. So that's how you can compare different manifesting systems. Just check to see how much do they influence your belief, because manifesting is based on our beliefs. That's how you compare the two different systems. You can also use this to check your progress along the way. It's like, okay, I'm checking my progress. What do I believe today about this thing? Okay, I'm here. And you can write that down in a journal on a log. And then the next day, where am I at this? And you can mark that down and you can track your progress. And if you're moving up, say 2% a day, then it says that within 2 months, you're going to be at that top level. So you can track your progress with it. Now, the last thing that I want to share in this video is how to actually use the scale to change the beliefs directly. And again, we're talking about communicating with your subconscious mind. So here again, just with everything else, relax as much as you can, allow yourself to be open, release all concerns about everything else that's around you, focus all of your mind on this inner space, and bring up this idea of the belief scale. And it's like, okay, where's my belief now? And let's say that your belief is at a 40% level for whatever it is that you want to manifest. You say, okay, I recognize that we're starting at 40%. I'm going to take this 40% and I'm going to just move it up. And I want this 40% belief to be at 80 or 90 or 100% belief. I want this to be 100% belief. And what you are doing by imagining the number changing, I mean, if you're reading a digital scale, that's fine too. You can do that. If you're reading a visual scale, you can imagine moving it across that visual scale. If you're imagining a feeling, you can imagine the feeling changing. As an example, it is possible that your belief scale is a sense of weight, a sense of density, that false things are light and have absolutely no substance. Absolutely true things are heavy and solid. And so you can imagine a light belief that you would like to manifest becoming more heavy, becoming more dense, becoming more solid. And that can be the transformation that you make within yourself, again, to symbolize the effect that you want the subconscious mind to create for you. And so by adapting and changing and transmuting the symbology of the belief scale, while as connected as you possibly can with your subconscious mind, as relaxed and as focused as you possibly can be, by making those changes consciously, you are communicating to your subconscious mind that you want this belief to be stronger. And your subconscious mind will accept that change, will accept that instruction, and change it for you. And so you can use that as a manifesting technique very directly to influence the strength of your beliefs. And I would like to invite you to post comments in the description area below, in the comment area below this video. Post your comments about how you are finding your belief scale. What feelings do you get when you check that belief scale? How is your belief scale represented in your mind? And feel free to report your success with it. So I leave you with that. I bid you good day, and until next time, be blessed, my friend.